Welcome everyone. I think I'm live right now. Yeah, welcome everyone. This is Thomas. Let's do today's review from yesterday's transaction. Today is Wednesday, 23 of October. It's like 2 p.m. New York time, 8 2 a.m. Sorry, New York time, 8 a.m. Paris time. So let's go. So just a reminder, here is the portfolio. We are currently down 0.6% on the 2 million challenge. I was a bit mad yesterday. I will tell you why. That's because, as you can see here, I have 4 open trades and then only 3 on bespoke accounts. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And when I saw the copier logs, I saw that yesterday when I executed the trade on crude oil, you can see that I had an error on all the bespoke account where it didn't perform the copying of the transaction, telling me market was closed at half an hour before the New York close. So that's quite a surprise for me. So I don't know what this is about, but just to make sure, I will just do one trade now with you. I'm buying some oil. Okay, just to see if it replicates right. So let's buy something. I will buy the minimum lots and I will just send the order. So you can see here it has been executed. Let's see now the trader logs. So here we are. Let's actualize everything. And you can see it effectively performed the trade. Okay, that's exactly now the time. You can see the time. I bought 0.01. You can see that the multiplier when available was effectively applied. But I can see here it hasn't been applied. I don't know really why. I will investigate that and obviously fix that. Here it might be that on Lark funding accounts, the multiplier is 10 instead of 100 for the contracts. So here, but I'm still wondering what this is about. So I will investigate that. So I'm just closing the position right now. I just open this one. Let's close it. Close the position. Okay, it has been filled. I'm checking here and dating the page again. Tell me it's closed. Yeah, it's closed. Effectively closed. Perfect. So yeah, that's a pity here because it turns out that crude oil trade is going fine, and we will review that right now. So let's go into my overview list. I want this to be quick. I'm targeting like less than half an hour of this video. So Nasdaq, not really big news over there. Just reminder, I entered a short position here after seeing this candle being rejected from this bearish fair value gap. As a reminder, we are still since August in an uptrend, but the way we will react to this specific zone will tell us if we effectively blast to all-time highs, because this is obviously the next liquidity level. And if not, either we are going down to fill here this retracement in the Fibonacci extension. Just as a reminder, all those levels you can see is only the Fibonacci retracement I draw. This zone here between 61.8 and 79 is known as the optimal trade entry. So when trend goes up, it never goes up in one straight line. It goes up and retraces back. And when it retraces back, my belief is that it goes into this specific zone before reaching new highs in an uptrend. You inverse that in a downtrend. Fine. So still short there. So I'm shorting Nasdaq right now because I'm shorting a counter trend, which seems to be up here. I only risk 25 points. Okay. Fine. So we are in the red. That's fine. I really don't like the price action here, but the fact that we can't really get off this fair value gap tells something. I don't know why, what, but as yeah, I might think that this would be a loss, but I don't care. I selected my stop loss and I don't intend to move it. So let's switch to ES. So ES is quite the same than NQ. Here you can see that I couldn't enter this fair value gap. Things not really clear here what's happening. I'm just going to wait. And obviously I will never enter NQ and ES in the same direction at the same time because they are obviously very correlated. Fine. Crude oil from yesterday, look at that, seems fine. So we enter after this inversion occurred in this specific level. We reached already 2 liquidity levels, the third one here, and we see how price reacts to this fair value gap. Okay, you can see this up. It's very possible we get into that and finally come down to a new low. Okay, that's a possibility. But that's also a possibility we come back to this specific region here. Maybe this. Bounce back and go up. Well, nobody knows, but I'm still holding this trade, and here don't intend to take profits early. Okay, not playing with that. So as I told you that my oil long was not effective into those bespoke funding accounts, I expect to try a long entry if price retraces back here, because as I told you, it's completely possible. I take the low, sorry, I take the low, take the high, and you can see that the zone, the Fibonacci, okay, we'll zoom that. If we could completely retrace back here. I wouldn't want that for now, but maybe if we go up a little bit more and it turns out that we get OTE zone just inside this fair value gap, which breaks the structure here, maybe it could be a great entry. But for now, I'm just doing nothing. And you can see here that my oil is up. Okay, so the reason why I'm not in my dashboard close to 2 million here is because only half my accounts replicated this trade. Oh, what a pity it was. It seems to be a winning trade for now, but I don't care. Let's go. Let's continue. Gold and silver doing crazy things, so reaching here all-time highs. I'm still waiting. We never short this, especially when we are reaching all-time highs. Okay, so we can see that it was kind of going down here, but immediately going up. I'm not expecting anything right now, just waiting and staying away from this metal thing. Here we go with silver, exactly the same, not doing anything. And here is a crazy thing. Can you see that? On TradingView, on New Zealand futures, I have effectively been stopped in my trade. Okay, as a reminder, I entered long because we went into OTE, bounced back from this specific fair value gap, did the inversion, and then we went back down. So you can see that here I'm completely, I'm at a loss. And what's funny is that when I'm looking at the CFD thing, let's look at the USD. You can see that, okay, and we'll zoom that. I don't know if I can really well, yeah. You can see my stop loss was there and we still didn't hit my stop loss. We are only half the way to it. You see that? So I entered, I don't know where's the line, somewhere here. Okay, this candle, fine. My stop loss, I will add, my stop loss is there. My entry was, what's the price of my entry? 7, 5, something like that. So that's my entry, that's my stop loss. I'm only half the way to it, and I can see that futures effectively just destroyed my position. So in fact, I'm still in it and only half the way. So that's completely crazy. Okay. So as I told you, I base my chart ideas on futures. Fine. And I execute on my CFD platforms. Okay. So I noticed that just earlier, and reality is that I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Do I have to close that because obviously futures don't support my rebound thesis anymore? Or, but it still does here. You can see we are still in this fair value gap. So I don't know what to do. And instead of doing a mistake, I will just keep this open and we'll see how it goes. So I will just adjust this. So I'm sure I entered somewhere here, but I will just make this bigger, reflect that, yeah, we are somewhere near. Okay. Okay. Maybe I should have closed. I don't know. That's the first time I'm doing this. So let's continue. Yeah, and I did a mistake yesterday telling you about NZD USD and AUD USD. Both of those pairs are not part of the US dollar basket. So I told you I was waiting for price to do something with the US dollar index before taking any position into Euro, GBP, Canadian, and Japanese yen. But reality is that I believe, and I've proved that in one video, that all forex pairs are still a bit correlated. So here, even I can only hope that DIX reverses, and if it reverses, then this could go up. So that's my point about that. Okay, that was New Zealand. Let's go with Australia. So here we are very deep into the zone. I'm not touching that. I already took a loss. I'm staying away of this for now. That was the Australian dollar. So I'm just following Mexico, but I don't intend to trade it. Euro GBP, I don't intend to trade it. Up. And the DIX, look at the DIX. It's still going up. And you know what? It's not a surprise for me because we have entered this OTE zone. So if there's somewhere I'm expecting a reversal from this really, really long downtrend on DIX, started there, so down, up into the OTE zone of this downtrend, and then down, with no OTE zone challenge until yesterday. Okay, cleaning a bit the graph. And we effectively made a new low. So you can clearly see that we are in a downtrend here on DIX. So this is on the higher time frame, the exact spot where I want to see DIX reverts. So maybe it's now, maybe it's after taking some liquidity levels above. Nobody knows. So let's wait. But for sure, if I see a reversal from here, I will try to start thinking about shorting this, meaning longing euro and GBP. Okay. That's the translation. So euro going down. So I expect this specific level to be reached because DIX hasn't reversed yet. So obviously this is the next liquidity level. Here we don't have a clear trend with euro. Okay, some can qualify that double top or anything. So I probably won't take a trade on euro when DIX reverses. Okay, except if we reverse here without taking this level. But I don't believe that. On GBP, however, yeah, I much prefer this. What's that? I prefer this graph because we can clearly see the uptrend here. Yeah, there was clearly an uptrend. And guess what? We are coming back. We touched here the zone, 61% zone, okay, from the up. And I believe that if we break, we reverse here, we could completely go for new highs. That's completely an alternate possible trade for me. Okay, but I need to see some huge candle plus DIX reversal. So DIX reversal, I will say status waiting. GBP reversal status waiting. And when I have both, enter long GBP USD at 0.5 risk. Yeah. So that's my plan for GBP USD. Now, Canadian dollar. Guess what? So same thing here. If you can see, it mimics GBP USD graph. Okay. So until DIX reverses, I'm not going into that. And again, I won't take the same time a long euro, long GBP, and long Canadian and short USD Japanese yen. So longing the inverse here. I won't do that because they are all the same trades. And I'm not protecting myself if I'm doing that. It's like shorting at the same time NQ and ES. It's exactly the same. Okay. Perfect. So this was the Canadian dollar. And why the reason why I prefer GBP is that we are clearly in the zone, OTE zone here. However, for euro and the Canadian dollar, we are quite deep in the zone. I don't really like longing this. Japanese friends. Over there, you're still going very down. So we just entered here the 61%. So maybe we reverse this thing, we could think of an entry. But we need also Dix to reverse. We'll do exactly the same. Copy that. Good. So Dix reversal waiting, Japanese yen, oops. So we'll say bearish reversal waiting, Japanese yen. So this graph, bullish reversal, we are waiting. And when I have both, I enter, so long Japanese yen futures at 0.5 risk. I move that. Yeah, I can. And this means, if you understood what this Japanese yen futures is, this means shorting the USD JPY we can see on all brokers platforms. At 0.5%. Because this is the opposite of USD JPY. Perfect. Swiss franc, hello. Swiss franc, what is doing? Swiss franc. Okay, still deep into the zone. We can see lots of forex pairs going into this specific reversal pattern. That's because we might be approaching the reversal of all of these at the same time. That's a real possibility. Okay. Okay, that's cool. And I'm ending with Bitcoin. So I entered short yesterday over there after we took this liquidity level. No real reaction into this fair value gap. And we went down with a huge candle. Was clear signal for me to go. So still short, nothing happens. We'll see how long I can take this trade. I can hold this trade. So that's all for me. I will keep you updated if I enter another long on crude oil, because this is what I expect to do on my account that didn't replicate the crude oil long. And that's all for me for today. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.